One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. In today's video, we're going to cover Oshay, Duke Jackson, and MTR getting checked by various niggas on the internet. And, you know, I would say it's about that time. You know, if you want to abandon the manosphere, stuff like that, and do your thing, I think you deserve to get cooked. You deserve to get checked. And it's a new series I want to start. Maybe I'll drop the link later, but for now, let me present my case. We'll start with your boy Oshay. Everybody knows Oshay is a weirdo, you know, and he does his thing on YouTube. Doesn't mean you don't get checked. Can't nobody check you in real life, so people are doing the best thing that they can. So let's get into it.
That's it. I got word that Aaron the Plumber was on live stream, and he actually reacted to this particular a few days ago.
Once you're hot and you have reality shows behind you, it's all good. But when you're Aaron the Plumber and you don't really create your own content, it will slow you down. Let me give.
Here we go. Now, obviously, Oshay has made many videos regarding Aaron the Plumber. Why? Because men like to watch it. All right? Now, he's telling Aaron the Plumber, after reality shows and you don't have your own content, well, what will be called your own content? What Oshay does? So Aaron can just review other people's content in life, just like everybody else if he chooses. He doesn't want to. But Oshay knows the internet, so he's trying to, well, you make your money on it. This is how you do the internet. Let's go.
Be an example of what I mean. Like, let's look at Charleston White. Charleston White creates his own content every now and then, but he's always booked for podcasts. And don't get me wrong, Aaron the Plumber is entertaining too, but, you know, he's not going to be as entertaining as Charleston White.
Now, before Aaron responds to my voice in the clip, I'm not trying to say that Aaron the Plumber is not as talented as Charleston White. Let me clarify that. Charleston White and Aaron the Plumber are two different types of entertainers.
Right. They both are the content. You don't have any content. Right? Let's go.
So if Aaron the Plumber shows up to a podcast, he will be entertaining to a certain degree, but there is a limit. Aaron the Plumber is not a person that's going to talk about dead rappers. He's not going to talk about people's kids.
But you are. You are, though. You ain't got no content, Oshay.
He's not going to talk about something that's really stupid. Now, I mean, he's not scary, and you know, but he doesn't talk about violence, and he doesn't talk about anybody dying. When I talk about entertaining as Charleston White, well, yeah, because Charleston White can say anything, and of course that makes him even more entertaining in that respect as Aaron, because he's willing to say anything to go viral. Aaron is not willing to do that. And if Aaron were to be doing the same thing that Charleston White, then yes, obviously he'd be as entertaining as Charleston or more. So
says who, Oshay? The only thing that got you determining who's more popular is the numbers, brother. And that's just all you could go off. But let's go.
That's the point that I was trying to make. But Aaron the Plumber responded with this.
Hey, this is a play right here on mamas, on everything I love, Brodusky. You feel me? Out of all people, you feel me? This is what I be talking about. These industry, they be on some hoe ass shit.
Niggas like Oshay, Duke Jackson. And it's funny. It's funny because who's checking MTR is a different person. But actually, Aaron the Plumber had to check MTR before. So these brothers are sick.
On my mama, bring up Charleston, nigga. This is a play. This is a whole play right here on mamas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna bring up what Charleston did. You know what I'm saying? In a real way, Charleston fuck around, get arrested. You know what I'm saying? In a real way, but me and Charleston ain't cool no more. But that's key. You know what I'm saying? But there's got to be some sort of play, because out of all people, why this ass gonna talk about some, yeah, Charleston, stay getting booked. You know what I'm saying? All these industry be talking. Oshay, Duke, ass Jackson, you.
O'Shea Duke bitch ass Jackson. Is it true? Is it true? Is he O'Shea bitch ass Jackson?
Arrested. Yeah, I'm saying in a real way, but me and Charleston ain't cool no more. But that's key. Yeah, I'm saying, but there's got to be some sort of play because out of all people, why this ass gonna talk about some? Yeah, Charleston, stay getting booked. You know what I'm saying? All these industry be talking. O'Shea, Duke, ass Jackson, you was just talking to my attorney, Bradesky, trying to reconcile. Aaron needs to start streaming. I think he needs to start doing. I can help him. You know what I'm saying? I know I can be way bigger than what I am.
Woo! Okay. So let me address some of this stuff because some of this stuff is against me. So, yes, I have made negative videos about Aaron the Plumber in the past because Aaron the Plumber is a public figure. And in my honest opinion, he makes a lot of mistakes.
Here we go. That is where your problem is. You made videos because he's a public figure, because you have no content. Second of all, he makes a lot of mistakes regarding what? Regarding what? Regarding his popularity, he wants to be popular. Regarding people knowing him, he wants people to know him. So mistakes doing what? Live streaming and doing internet stuff that you do? The man that he wants to be amongst the people. You don't.
This stuff is against me. So, yes, I have made negative videos about Aaron the Plumber in the past because Aaron the Plumber is a public figure. And in my honest opinion, he makes a lot of mistakes.
You make a lot of videos from people who are public figures. You have no content. You know? I mean, I believe you have the Pan-African dating show, but that ain't what you trying to do. You trying to do this American stuff talking about people that's public figures. That's your out, right? Okay, Aaron addressed you.
I think he needs to stay again book. You know what I'm saying? All these industry be talking. O'Shea, Duke, ass Jackson, you was just talking to my attorney, Bradesky.
You was just talking to Aaron the Plumber's attorney, O'Shea. So do you rock with the nigga or do you not? We get it. You're not around when nobody can see you and you just talk. You get paid to talk, that's fine.
Trying to reconcile. Aaron needs to start streaming. I think he needs to start doing. I can help him. You know what I'm saying? I know I can be way bigger than what I am.
Woo! Okay. So let me address some of this stuff because some of this stuff is against me. So, yes, I have made negative videos about Aaron the Plumber in the past because Aaron the Plumber is a public figure. And in my honest opinion, he makes a lot of mistakes that he shouldn't make. And yes, he is right. I did reach out to Dennis Sperlin. I have offered my help to Aaron the Plumber.
I reached out to Dennis Sperlin and I offered my help to Aaron the Plumber. Why?
I did reach out to Dennis Sperlin. I have offered my help to Aaron the Plumber, not because I was afraid of being sued or anything like that. But yeah, he's not lying. I did talk to Dennis Sperlin about Aaron the Plumber, which doesn't really count for that video, but he's not lying about that, right? So there is some truth in the fact that, yes, behind the scenes, I've offered to help Aaron the Plumber because this is a business.
No. You tried to help Aaron the Plumber because this is a business and you wanted to get money off of him. You ain't trying to help him, right? Ain't no video you did in the public that says you're trying to help the man, but you're trying to help him behind the scenes. Aaron said, yo, fuck you, you bitch-made nigga. Yo, this nigga's a clown. So everything you do is behind the scenes. So you're a positive brother behind the scenes. Whoever's behind the scenes with you is a fucking clown.
Yeah, I'm saying, but there's got to be some sort of play because out of all people, why this ass gonna talk about some? Yeah, Charleston, stay getting booked. You know what I'm saying? All these industry be talking. O'Shea, Duke, ass Jackson, you was just talking to my attorney, Bradesky, trying to reconcile. Aaron needs to start streaming. I think he needs to start doing. I can help him. You know what I'm saying? I know I can be way bigger than what I am.
Woo! Okay. So let me address some of this stuff because some of this stuff is against me. So, yes, I have made negative videos about Aaron the Plumber in the past because Aaron the Plumber is a public figure.
I made videos about Aaron the Plumber because he's a public figure, because that's what you do. You make videos of other people. That's fine. Let's go.
And in my honest opinion, he makes a lot of mistakes.
In my honest opinion, he makes a lot of mistakes. How? I mean, He's getting more bitches than you. He's more popular than you. He don't want the views that you want. He wants to be amongst the people. But you want him to be an internet guy like you. Bro, take your internet stuff and be happy. But when people check you, understand it.
Mistakes that he shouldn't make. And yes, he is right. I did reach out to Dennis Sperlin. I have offered.
Why are you reaching out to Dennis Sperlin regarding Aaron the plumber? You ain't got shit else to do. Who the fuck you think you are? So what Aaron's supposed to do? Work with you, and then you talk about him the way you talk about everybody else. Oshay, you're outside the country because you know niggas will check you, B.
My help to Aaron the plumber, not because I was afraid of being sued or anything like that. But yeah, he's not lying. I did talk to Dennis Sperlin about Aaron the plumber, which doesn't really count for that video, but he's not lying about that, right? So there is some truth in the fact that, yes, behind the scenes, I've offered to help Aaron the plumber because this is a business, and I think that there's certain things that he does wrong, but I am...
This is a business, and I think that he does certain things wrong. Well, who the fuck are you besides some internet dude? Who are you? Well, I make a lot of views on the internet, Prince. Okay. Aaron don't want that. So why you bothering that brother? Yo, this nigga's crazy, bro. But I like it because I'm starting to learn from him. You want to make videos about people? We'll make videos about you.
He's not lying about that, right? So there is some truth in the fact that, yes, behind the scenes, I've offered to help Aaron the plumber because this is a business, and I think that there's certain things that he does wrong, but I am highly critical, but I am a fan. So he's not lying about that.
This is what happened to the black people. You let niggas like this have a voice in your life. You know you disagree with the shit Oshay is saying, but you just say, oh, that's Oshay. He's been around for a long time, so he gets to just say whatever. Let's break this down. Hold on. Nigga just think he get to say anything with a free pass. Look at this.
In the fact that, yes, behind the scenes, I've offered to help Aaron the plumber because this is a business.
I've offered to help Aaron the plumber because this is a business. That would benefit who if you tried to help Aaron the plumber? Well, I don't need him to benefit my life. You see, I'm good. I got 2 channels. I'm doing Pan-African shit. So why are you bothering the nigga? He don't need you to benefit him.
And I think that there's certain things that he does wrong, but I am highly critical, but I am a fan. So he's not lying about that.
Oh, you just another stand. Got you.
But what he has got misconstrued is the whole idea that I'm in the industry and that I'm plotting against him. Now, I just mentioned Charleston White out of the blue, but I had no idea that this was the case.
Charleston don't want to fuck with me. Why? Truth be told, because I didn't want to do business with Wack. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Brett tried to put me on the phone with Wack, you know what I'm saying? So we could set up the Blueface fight. But fuck that fight. Dead homies, if I have to talk to a that was on the phone talking about my mom, some kids.
Because Charleston White and Aaron the plumber, I believe their first time being seen together was like 8 months ago.
What would you know? You just a celebrity junkie. You ain't your content is based on these people, and we realize, oh, that's what we got to do, Oshay. Oh, base the content on you. Oh, okay. We gonna base it on you, you bitch ass nigga.
And this is what we saw.
He a breath of fresh air. He just don't squabble. He fix pipes. He can fix the toilet. He can rap. He
talked about the fact that he's not cool with Charleston White because Charleston White tried to have him call Wack 100.
Right. Now, I can't do a lot of this stuff because this nigga's a bitch ass nigga. And basically, the internet has turned into this gossip thing where nobody gives a fuck about anything. I'm trying to learn it. It's going to be tough for me, man. I like to talk about helping the brothers deal with these bitches out here. This shit is crazy, but I'm going to try it.
And to make a deal to fight Blueface. Now, if you guys don't know Wack 100, at least at one point, he definitely was mad in the game. And at one point, for sure, was mad.
Let's move on to MTR. This nigga O'Shea's a bitch ass nigga. I mean, come on, man. Let's move on to MTR. I mean, both of these niggas are fucking crazy, man. They fucking weirdos, man. And I like, MTR. That's my little nigga, man. Man's a fucking weirdo. The nigga getting checked by niggas like DJ Academics. Why? Because of the basics.
But I think that it's an appropriate discussion to have, especially one of which.
Hold on.
And I value it very highly, by the way. But like
The married guys don't show it. Yeah.
they don't. I don't see it from them.
Yeah.
I don't see them because they're in these toxic marriages. They're not really about the things. You know, you're talking about like, oh well, breaking up with the kids and all the rest of it. But these marriages, in many respects, in many dimensions,
But that's your friend though.
Hold on, a lot of, well, here's the thing.
these marriages are not real.
And here's the thing, right? So I don't believe this criticism is something that he's gonna be like, hey, I'm getting a divorce like attorney. It's mediocre.
Here we go.
I say like, you know, I was watching this one guy, and what's his name? I'm not dissing him or shouting him out, but I guess I am shouting him because I think his name is Mediocre. You guys know?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all do the same thing. All these niggas are fake. You know the nigga name. But mediocre tutorials do the same thing too. They all do the same fake shit. Act like they don't know brothers' names. Yo, these niggas are all fucking fake. But two fake niggas checking each other. Let's go.
Now, the reason I'm mentioning him,
Tutorials and reviews, baby. You can call me MTR for short.
You do the same thing, you bitch ass nigga. Acting like you don't remember the people's names. You're a fucking, yo, all y'all niggas are clowns.
I'm not dissing him or shouting him out, but I guess I am shouting him because I think his name is Mediocre. You guys know?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the reason I'm mentioning him,
Tutorials and reviews, baby. You can call me MTR for short.
right, is that and I was watching also Abed and Preach, and and I was starting to realize the pylon effect,
Okay.
and I started to say because I'm one of those people who, no matter what you want to say about me, if I give advice or if I give my own personal view, you could easily be like, well, how has your relationships been? I'm starting to dislike the guys who they are the soapbox guys we've never seen a woman they've been with.
Yeah.
So like, for example, okay, they have ammo, be like, whoa, we're fresh. There's a Chinese girl and there's Miranda. Oh, when it comes to Myron and so-and-so. These guys, they get to talk like they're the best, but we've never seen them with a woman.
Well, I got in the ass.
Wait, hold
He
on.
admitted this.
Yeah, no,
he admitted this shit. He literally got no. He got in the ass. He's trying to get the Clipper raced,
He said it.
but he literally, yeah, bro.
He
Like,
went to-
I'm
went
on
to
those
the
niggas
internet?
head tops.
No, he's
Went to
heterosexual
bro.
though.
Huh?
Why would he do that if he's heterosexual?
No.
Exactly. I'll send you the clip.
I'll be honest. I wish that they didn't bring up Abba and Priest because, you know, Fresh and Fit has a long-standing beef with them. But I think
So, academic says, MTR, where's your bitch? Yeah, we all get, you know, they all get, you know, simped out by their bitches, Fresh and Fit and everybody, but there is accountability of being with a woman. Okay? When it comes to Oshay and MTR, like we thought MTR was gonna fuck Mel Monaco. We thought MTR was gonna fuck Melanie King. Now, do I believe it's a good thing that he didn't fuck them bitches? Yes. Okay? But at the same time, it's so weird. I hate to say this shit, but it's just like the bitches. Well, what woman do you like? It's just like fucking Umar Johnson. What fucking woman do you niggas like? What fucking woman do you niggas give a fuck about? And why are you not proud of the bitch? To even mention the bitch. You ain't got to show the bitch. What woman do you niggas give a fuck about?
that it kind of derailed from the conversation because I actually appreciate DJ Academic's thoughts right here, but let's let him conclude a couple of them before.
Because they've talked shit about
He's
you
not,
too. Like these niggas need to get cooked, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's either got to put on gloves and get the ass whooping, or I'm gonna just keep my fucking foot on his neck all 2026.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
And I love everybody who are giving commentary, but
I mean, funny thing is, they're talking about some Indian. I don't know who the fuck. Yo, I don't even know who the fuck the nigga is they talking about. But MTR, he covers the shit. Like I say, him and Oshay, they do all this shit for views. That's fine. I couldn't give a fuck about an Oscar and his wife. That shit ain't got nothing to do with the black man plight with the fucking black gladiator bitch. So what happens? They keep piling on, and now academics is going after them. Let's go.
the commentary seems so much more genuine when it comes from a place where people have also been vulnerable themselves. When people could say, hey, well, you've seen me not make the best decisions. So even when I'm speaking about this, like the costume, and of course I'm being a little bit careful because that is my friend, but I'm like, hey, listen, I've been in one of those.
I mean, that's your friend. Look, think about it. These are all meatballs. Your friend is a nigga named Akash. Why? Because of the streaming and the internet and all this shit. It is what it is, man. Let's go.
Situations where I felt I'm with a woman and she's embarrassing me online.
Yeah.
She's doing it and she's doing it for her own benefit and almost climbing up on what it took me 15 years to build.
Yep.
Why won't you clown and embarrass that bitch then? Fucking niggas are clowns, man. This shit gets me upset. Yo, what's good, Pep?
Without her. And she's trying to almost shit on me to empower herself. And over time, and
look at what listen to what niggas with money let bitches do to them.
With a woman and she's embarrassing me online. But I'm like, hey, listen, I've been in one of those situations where I felt I'm with a woman and she's embarrassing me online. She's doing it and she's doing it for her own benefit and almost climbing up on what it took me 15 years to build without her. And she's trying to almost shit on me to empower herself. And over time, and over time, that relationship dynamic changes. Because once she has some attention, she starts to talk to you a little bit different now.
Whatever, man. One of the bad things, because these is all clowns on clowns. This ain't our beef, guys. I'm just covering it because they all fucking clowns. But nothing in these people's minds will say, well, let me shit on this bitch. They have let bitches have the upper hand on them at every turn. Bitch ain't doing that. You have the upper hand, brother. Niggas want to click the link, holla.
And it can take her to the next stop, right?
Exactly.
She's used you to get to stage 1, and now she's like, well, who's gonna get me to stage 2?
Monkey branching, of course. Okay. And when I'm giving advice about that, or I'm giving my opinion, is because people could be like, I know sometimes the online content community, they're like, well, how could you talk? Because this is your history. That's why I could talk.
How many people?
First of all, give me a round of applause for DJ Academics. I really appreciate him bringing up this very specific topic. However, I do think that there's some error in his ways of his thinking. To paraphrase what he's saying, it's difficult for him to provide commentary or give advice about relationships because, well, then people, the audience, is going to turn back and say, like, bro, what do you know? Look at what you're going through. For anybody unaware, DJ Academics has gone viral one too many times in regards to something that a chick that he's been involved with has done to him.
That is the key right there, guys. That's the difference between DJ Academics, who is a clown, Myron, Fresh and Fit, all clowns. What is the difference between them, Mediocre Tutorials, and Oshay Duke Jackson?
One too many times in regards to something that a chick that he's been involved with has done to him.
A chick that he's been involved with. Oshay ain't involved in no chick. And he talk. Think about. See, y'all niggas are crazy. Listen, here's the difference between Umar Johnson, Oshay Duke Jackson, and MTR. 3 niggas who don't give a damn about a black woman. Hold on, I gotta check something.
Turn back and say, like, bro, what do you know? Look at what you're going through. For anybody unaware, DJ Academics has gone viral one too many times in regards to something that a chick that he's been involved with has done to him. Outright public disrespect. She's released.
What's the difference between Umar? I got an Umar Johnson video to cover too. The difference between Umar and these niggas is it's bitches that then came out on Umar. And Umar has done them dirty. Yes, they're trying to do Umar dirty and they're fucking up his school money. But the overall interaction, Umar's coming out on top. Now, that's not a good thing because Umar don't give a damn about black women when he talk about black queens. So that's a whole nother story. Okay? But there is evidence, whether it's low-tier bitches or whatever you want to call it, the man has a record of dealing with bitches, Academics and Myron and them as well. Mediocre Tutorial, he has a record of being with bitches, but not necessarily dealing with bitches. Oshay Duke Jackson, he alleges that he tricks. I don't even believe it, brother. I don't believe he deal with bitches at all. All jokes aside.
Photos of him half naked. She's put his life in danger by doxing his address. It's too much to name, and that's not this video's purpose.
That's what happens when you deal with bitches. They're doing the same thing to Umar Johnson. Okay? Now, what Academics is saying is, what is your experience with a bitch? What is Oshay Duke Jackson's experience with a bitch? If y'all talking about this Akasa Singh nigga. Okay? Whoever that nigga is. They're basically saying, what is you guys' experience?
However, when these things happen to him, it serves for great social commentary because
what did Oshay Do Jackson just say? Yeah, I make a lot of videos on Aaron the Plumber because that's all I'm doing. And what MTR say? It makes for great social commentary. Son, what about the bitches you fuck with? Where's your bitch? You could just have one bitch for everybody. Do you give a fuck about any bitch? Or you and Oshay Do Jackson are just built out here to be these fucking incel lieutenants?
it's like, bro, why are you choosing that type of woman? You've taken 15 years of your life honing in your craft to contribute considerable value to the marketplace, but you left yourself vulnerable because you gave an unsavory, unworthy woman the keys to the castle.
How do they pick better? Or are you niggas just fear-mongering for incels? How would that man pick better? What is the right fucking strategy? You ain't got that. Why you can't show from experience? These niggas are clowns, man.
And that in turn turns into fantastic talking points that I can then transition into.
His life turned into talking points that I can transition into helping. Brother, MTR. Niggas want to see you operate with the bitches. Not many, just whoever is the woman that you care about. You ain't got to show the bitch. Can you at least claim a bitch? You and Oshay scared the fuck out of brothers, man. I mean, you scared niggas on this. Like, that's what scared brothers from Kevin Samuels. Niggas thought the nigga was Rainbow. So, but even if he was Rainbow, he spoke for the men. Are you guys trying to pull this Rainbow shit? What if we was to find out you niggas was Rainbow? Well, get you some bitches then.
Value to the marketplace, but you left yourself vulnerable because you gave an unsavory, unworthy woman the keys to the castle. And that in turn turns into fantastic talking points that I can then transition into how can I help the average modern man today?
There you go, guys. I can use talking points from some Indian. I can use talking points from some Indian man's relationship, and I could bring that to the black community. And I can show them, hey, guys. It's fucking clown.
Turns into fantastic talking points that I can then transition into how can I help the average modern man today make choices or decisions that will not only not put their livelihood at risk, but also their life happiness at risk. Now, as I
that's what I always say, guys. These niggas are clowns, man. What do we talk about over here? Win on a bitch. Have fun on a bitch. These niggas teach you how to be equal with a bitch. These niggas are fucking clowns, man. I'm getting a little upset.
Points that I can then transition into how can I help the average modern man today make choices or decisions that will not only not put their livelihood at risk, but also their life happiness.
It ain't that complicated. Have fun on a bitch, win on a bitch, nigga. Can you instill that mindset in niggas? Hell no. Because you ain't got it.
At risk. Now, as I talk about this, I don't get the transition of why you begin not to like commentary YouTubers who you can't see their direct life. But listen, bro, I am not perfect. I've made many, many, many mistakes within my life. However, I'm also a watcher of other people's mistakes. And in combination of other people's mistakes and the mistakes that I've made in my private life, I've been able to reduce my risk as my face or my image has become public. Even with that, I've talked through women levying false allegations against me years before I was up on YouTube.
Right. Is that the reason why you don't fuck with bitches no more? Tell us something, brother. Why you don't fuck with bitches no more? Why is not one bitch that you care about?
To inform my majority male audience of the mistakes that I made within that process. Those videos where I talked about it are still public, by the way. And when I started off my channel back in 2019, 2020 era, I used to always have women. That's how I used to do content, was women in my life would come in and I'd be like, hey, you want to do some content? And they would.
So now he's going to say that all the women in his life, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean, man? Come on, man. This is the bullshit. Women in my life. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean?
I talked about it are still public, by the way. And when I started off my channel back in 2019, 2020 era, I used to always have women. That's how I used to do content, was women in my life.
All right. See this shit right here? I didn't want to do this, but we're gonna have to break it down. Negro! Let's go. So, oh, we got my homies in the back. What's good, homie?
What's good?
I just got to break this down real quick. Bear with me.
2019, 2020 era, I used to always have women. That's how I used to do content. Was women in my life would come in and I'd be like, hey, you want to do some content? And they would come.
So he said women in his life would come to come see him, and that's how he would do the content with the women in his life. What does that mean to you? Huh?
Oh, look.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think that means that's the women that he fucking?
No.
Why not? All right.
They don't want to. They don't want to expose themselves like that.
Let me ask a better question, because you might know him a little better than others. Do you think somebody who don't really know him hear him say the women that came into that women in my life, I was doing content with a bunch of them. That's how I got started with the women in my life. Could somebody who don't know him very well think that's the women that he was fucking?
I mean, possibly, but a women in your life could mean your mom, your sister,
Right.
your auntie.
Right.
You see, the thing is, like, they giving relationship advice to men, and they ain't showing any successful relationships.
It's the wildest shit. It's almost like fear mongering. Do you think he was fucking this bitch?
Probably.
Really?
Possibly.
All right.
It's
all right.
possible.
I like it. I actually like that. So let's move on, because he's the one talking about it. Because light-skinned niggas. So he was fucking that bitch, possibly. You think he was fucking this bitch?
Could be, but they could be related.
I mean, I'm with you, because he's basically trying to say all these bitches he was fucking. And I'm not saying he wasn't, but, well, why don't you say they was fucking them? Now, some of these bitches, I have watched some of these videos. The topics that they was talking about, I'm not sure. Like, this was like that daily wrap-up crew stuff back then. It's weird.
Yeah, like that's the whole thing. It could be a come here and do content. I'll put your IG up. You'll get some followers.
Right.
It could be a whole fresh and fit type deal going on. Like,
Nah. I see it worse than that. I mean, I would say this man is a friendly, rainbow ass nigga that can be around bitches like that. And that's my little nigga, and I don't want to put that on him. I know niggas that's cool with bitches though. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna put rainbow on him. But he went to Jamaica with them and he ain't fucked them bitches. Self-admitted.
yeah, I don't know no player. I don't know no player who gonna be around a bunch of bitches and ain't trying to fuck them. That's all I can say.
I'm showing niggas all the different bitches. He basically saying he was fucking all these bitches. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, I did not like him saying that. Nah, when I used to have nothing but bitches around me. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Some bitches would come back. So basically, he was fucking all these bitches. This look like some friendly rainbow shit to me. I ain't gonna hold you, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. The man is very friendly and non-threatening to their pussy. Because you basically,
I mean,
all these
I've seen some of his lives where the bitches was coming on to him. You know what I mean? Like,
where? Which
so,
one? Melanie King and the popular bitches. These bitches, these was his friends. I seen Melanie King and them come on to niggas. I mean, come on to him. Okay, he was in the pool with Melanie Monaco. Okay,
Yeah.
out in Jamaica. I believe bitches. I'm not saying bitches don't want him. I'm saying he don't want the bitches. That's what I'm saying.
No, I understand. I'm just saying I've seen videos where they was coming on to him and he ain't do nothing. That's all I'm saying. I've seen that. So
look, this is friendly with women. I'm not saying you can't fuck them and be friendly, but they all would come to his studio knowing that the other bitch was on there because he's their friend. He wasn't fucking them. Come on, man. This is a friendly couple. This is a friendly, platonic relationship right here. Come on. When you fucking a bitch, she ain't that friendly with you, right or wrong?
that's right.
Come on, man. We ain't gonna act like we don't know no bitches. That's the last thing we gonna do here. Let me get back to the video. I just wanted to show you his interaction with the bitches that he's speaking on. Like it looks very friendly to any normal man. Come on, man. Don't do us like that, MTR.
Against me years before I was up on YouTube to inform my majority male audience of the mistakes that I made within that process. Those videos where I talked about it are still public, by the way. And when I started off my channel back in 2019, 2020 era, I used to always have women. That's how I used to do content. It was women in my life would come in and I'd be like, hey, you want to do some content? And they would come down, sit right next to me, and we would talk about modern dating, relationship topics. But so many.
Now, you let me know. Does that sound like he was fucking the women? Hell no. You had women around. DJ Academics is talking about what about the relationship experience. I'm saying, MTR, you're a successful brother. Why everything's private, brother. Why you can't be proud of the woman that you're making love to? Why you can't say, well, yeah, my wife and don't you know the brothers that you speak to, these fucking incels that you speak to, they'll be proud of you and it could inspire them to go get them a girlfriend, brother. But you do speak this fear-mongering bullshit to where niggas can't get no bitches. And I understand. It pays.
Many of my talking points focus in the identification of unworthy women, unmarriageable women.
Fear-mongering. What you think about the fear-mongering, Pimp?
I mean, he ain't lying when they say they unmarriable, but they ain't unfuckable. You can definitely get your shit off.
I often say, like, why can't men have fun at a bitch's expense? Why can't men get over and win at a bitch's expense? Why is that not something that men give a fuck about? Why is it this equality bullshit?
Well, see, I think the problem is men are too comfortable with a bitch having fun and getting over on your expense. They don't know they supposed to flip that shit.
And it does, and like you say, it doesn't mean you can't be paying rent in the household, but that bitch should be at your expense. Simple as that. At whatever you need. He does not believe that men can gain that from women. He believes if you have this. I keep hearing something.
Women that you should never move into your house so that they can go back later and do what your former chick did to you. These are the type that you either ignore or deal with in the short term and throw them back to the streets from where they came. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, lease not is going to be the woman by your side. Just you have to calculate where you are vulnerable at and reduce your vulnerabilities. And the closest person that you have to you as a man more often than not is going to be the woman by your side. Just
I don't know, man. He's telling you that the person that you're going to have is the woman by your side. Why is he not talking about the woman by his side and how he picked a good one? I mean,
because that's not what's going. Like you don't keep customers coming back by showing them the cure, bro. You're gonna lose customers by showing them how to really fix the problem.
dang, that's a bad statement to make.
It's the truth, though.
That's sad.
You got to compare it to the medical industry, bro.
I am. That's exactly what I see it as. Because to me, it sounds like fear mongering and shit. Yo, you better take these pills. I mean, you basically scaring niggas off from bitches.
Because my L
instead of what he did say, use them and throw them back to the streets. I will give him that. He did eventually say that
on this video.
Yeah, if you rewind it a few minutes, he said it right before he went to that commercial.
Okay. Well, I don't buy it because he don't do it. Like, that's cool. Like I keep telling you, these motherfuckers talking theory. We talking real practice around here to help the brothers in real life. Fuck you mean use it? How the fuck would a man achieve that?
You have to calculate.
He's more detailed on how to not fuck with a bitch.
Where you are vulnerable at and reduce your vulnerabilities. And the closest person that you have to you as a man more often than not is going to be the woman by your side. Just because my L's haven't been experienced within the public eye doesn't reduce the value that I try to contribute with this platform.
Here we go.
Yes, it does. It does reduce it. That's why people are starting to ask questions, because you trying to make yourself look superhuman, and we know you ain't. We know you lose too. Nobody wins all the time.
Well, see, that ain't my issue. My issue is speak on the win. Where's the fucking win? Where's the fucking win?
He won't speak on the win or the loss. He won't speak on either one. That's what I'm saying. You ain't you giving all this advice and people can't see any direction in your immediate life. You don't even have your chick sit off screen and just say something, or come and hand you a meal or a cigar or whatever, nigga. Like, it never happens.
I would say that's a little too far. I mean, niggas know, like, I'm not even on camera, and niggas know I got somebody to deal with in here. You like, he ain't got none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing. His life, and I understand what the new modern man is. The new modern man wants to be alone. I understand that. But what are you really, really teaching then? Are you teaching to just stay away from bitches or be with a bitch? All right? Will you give the bitch a pleasure of having your child? Or you think the pleasure is based on her? You know, you understand? Is the honor on her? Is the honor on you? What the fuck are you teaching these men? When we had babies, them bitches, it was an honor for them to have our baby, no matter how fucked up it ended, right?
Yeah, but that's not the message none of these dating people give. Like, it's nothing but fear mongering, and it's like sucking all the joy out of the moment, you know, because even if she ain't a bitch you gonna marry, you can still have fun. You can sow your royal oats.
Yo, we don't fear no bitch. You know what I mean? We don't fear no bitch, son.
Kind of like saying, you know, I am a cancer survivor, which I am. So because I've avoided death through cancer, can't no one else, no dietitian, no oncologist, no preventative health medical doctors, nobody else can speak about how to prevent death from cancer. But you negate them because they haven't experienced cancer.
What are we doing? What are we doing? I've heard of Victim Olympics. This is crazy. Academics is
so.
Hold on, before you hold that thought. Hold that thought.
No, I'm trying to figure out what happened, like, because I came in a little late. So what happened?
You basically saying what I'm about to say. Academics called him out for talking about Akasang Singh, whoever the fuck the nigga is, and saying, I never see you with a relationship. And academics say, you could say my relationships were fucked up, but at least they was a relationship, right? MTR is all the way at cancer now. How the fuck we get there?
Because he got called out by somebody who vulnerable to his audience. You see what I'm saying? He got called out by somebody who tried to keep it 100 with the audience he done built. He's not, academics ain't talking at his audience. He's talking to his audience.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Oshay, Mediocre, they talking at the audience. You see what I'm saying? That's why they did Aaron the way they did. That's why you have you ask a guy to come on your platform, then you clown him for clicks because you was gonna be that way anyway. That's how you get down.
This internet shit is wild. Shit is crazy.
Logic actually doesn't make sense. And in fact, I think that men that are in the public eye where you haven't seen calamity within their life, and especially if you talk about how to be anti-calamity.
See that? You see that right there? You don't get to say that to me, MTR. Anti-calamity, that's the Umar Johnson shit. Anti-calamity, what does that mean? That means don't deal with no bitches. You're not saying anti-calamity is I picked the right bitch. The bitch understands my story. She know what we dealing with, and this is how it's going to go. Anti-calamity is like Umar. Don't deal with no bitch in a real way. I hope you guys can see that.
Haven't experienced cancer. The logic actually doesn't make sense. And in fact, I think that men that are in the public eye where you haven't seen calamity within their life, and especially if you talk about how to be anti-calamity of selecting women, I think it actually shows more evidence that perhaps I'm doing something correct. The interesting component about this entire conversation is that DJ Academics I believe his formative years were in New York. He grew up probably 20 minutes away from where I grew up, although I'm a little bit older than him, so we wouldn't have bumped in or ran into each other, but let's keep it a buck. Young men that grew up in the 90s in New York, there's a certain, and I don't even know if it's like this anymore, there's a certain behavior type, actually I know that it is, there's a certain behavior type of the women in New York that often reflects the masculinity, or more accurately, the wounded masculinity of the dudes that are from New York. It wasn't until I left New York that I was just like, wait a minute, girls don't dap up guys as well? Like, no, that's just a New York thing, baby.
Here we go. You see that? This is what you call throwing shit at the wall. Okay? Shit is wild. I don't know, man. I know the man is batshit crazy. All right? He ain't dealing with no bitches in New York that's dapping people up. Not him. But it looked like he was dapping up the bitches that he was with. I think he was in Ohio. He was in Ohio.
Bitches in Ohio don't dap each other up. Don't dap up no niggas.
Right. And he wasn't with the bitches in New York that did that. Okay? He just seen it. Okay? But I still don't understand what that got to do with him getting a bitch.
I'm gonna tell you what it got to do with it. He got talked about by somebody with a bigger platform, bro.
Oh.
And it hurt his feelings.
Oh. And it seemed like him and Oshay doing the same thing, trying to, like you say, talk at the audience. Right.
Yeah, they talking at.
Right. We just supposed
See,
to
and
believe
that,
what you
like,
say.
that's what I'm like Kevin. You can't compare neither one of them to Kevin because Kevin talked to the audience. You could call that nigga.
Right. He talked to you.
The anti-soft, deeply feminine, the loud, strong, rude, and independent behavior is so common in New York that as a man, as a young man, oftentimes because that's all that you saw, you begin to normalize that.
That's a lie. That's a lie, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the bitches in New York are rough, but at the same time, MTR, I'm not gonna say they wasn't dealing with you. I'm gonna say you wasn't dealing with them. You were dealing with the others.
And along with your normalization, you became attracted to it because they all act like that. And, it is what it is. It wasn't until I moved out of New York and started to be perceptive towards behaviors in different portions of the country. I was just like, oh, okay, so it was just area specific, right? Like there's commonalities amongst women anywhere. Generalities is more accurate. But the behavior types that were attractive in New York, you wouldn't see it as frequently in other places. And with that, I picked up that those behavior types, the roller coaster, the toxicity, the drama, the ups and downs also don't lead to long-term relationship viability or consistency. So I actually empathize with DJ Academic.
Wow. Yeah, I know what fear mongering is, man. Trust me, I know some fear mongering. This nigga's crazy. If you let him speak, you would think you can't find a bitch nowhere. If you
now he empathizing with him.
That's fucked up.
DJ Academics literally said, "Bro, just stop talking about stuff you ain't showing, bro. Because it's easy to talk about, like, it's easy to say you winning if you never show your wins. It's easy to say you ain't losing if you never show your losses. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And a lot of people say the only way to win is not to play. No. Like anybody dealing with this bitch game, you gonna find yourself having to address a bitch pissing you off, whatever it is, And they kind of teach men to stay away from all that. Like Oshay.
But them New York chicks is rough, bro. Them New York ladies is rough, bro.
It's ridiculous, my nigga. But like I said, I see these bitches in other places. They just as rough, if not rougher, man. Come on, man.
Hey, I'm not debating you on that, bro. You know what I mean? Like
I told you, I got a dyke lesbian basketball playing little 5'2" cousin. She was an all-pro I guess in her high school. I never seen the bitch play. I came to my mom's house one day because she was staying with my mom's, and bitch tried to dap me up. I was like, bitch, are you crazy? I don't know who the fuck you deal with. You're like, these people are sick. She tried to dap me up, son. My little cousin. Crazy. So yes, New York is fucked up.
Self in that situation of a chick trying to get one over on him or trying to insult or shame or embarrass him in public after she feels like she didn't get her way. But because he normalized components of her ridiculous ass behavior in private and avoided the red flags, it left them exposed. It left them vulnerable. And she utilized that as ammo to get back at him later on. Should have never give a woman like that access to your home. You should never give a woman like that.
Well, what type of woman should you give access to? Like, what's with the fear mongering shit? What woman should you deal with? These niggas are sick.
That access to your passwords, your keys. Now, an academic situation is actually more disgusting because, to my knowledge, he never gave her access to a microphone like in the Akash situation. So while I get components of his arguments, content from channel like mine would have helped him understand that he was dealing with a demon, serpent, hyena woman. And because
I mean, I ain't got much of this. I mean, the fear mongering is ridiculous, B. She's a demon, serpent, hyena woman. Okay. We are under the mindset that they all are. So how do you dance and how do you play basketball on that court? That's what
Bruh,
the brothers want to know.
How do we know he ain't a demon serpent hyena man?
Right. That's a good point as well.
Like, if you ain't never showing none of your results, how do we not know you the pot calling the kettle? You see what I'm saying? Like at least we know DJ Academic is a nigga who will let a bitch walk over him. At least we know that. You see what I'm saying?
At least you know the Prince is in the same situation without the funding. You know what I'm saying? So without even me showing my face, niggas know what it is. Like,
well, nah, you ain't in the same situation because he paying for it and they paying for it. Yeah. So nah. But still,
is, you know my situation without me even being on cam,
bruh. But that's the whole thing. Like, we can't just let everybody think that they can teach you game, bruh.
Come on, man. I mean, it's a lot of fear mongering. Yo, she's a hyena. Yo, you gotta pick. Yo, nah, bro. So how are those? Can you please tell me how am I supposed to dance within the arena if everybody's bad? How do I get in there and win? Other brothers are doing it.
Hey, you supposed to play the slots.
Come on.
I haven't been outed by one of those. It actually adds more credence to the platform as opposed to take it away. Anyway, let's listen to a couple of more of his thoughts.
They're out there.
Who knows?
Speak with integrity like that and have those experiences and are prepared to talk about others. You're asking media figures to have that kind of
no, but it's the fans. I'm really talking to the fans. How could you listen to Abin preach when you don't know anything that they've been through?
Thank you.
How could you actually listen to this guy? And I like what this guy says, but he speaks in an idealistic form as if y'all ever deal with a speech.
That's it. Now that's true. Idealistic form. Basically, he Act don't know nothing about no bitches anyway. But it's in theory. Everything on paper, the Green Bay Packers look good. You see what I'm saying? Everything's in theory. No, how do you get in the game and play?
She scored women. There is nothing perfect. You're gonna go through some shit. Even if you have everything mapped out, it's not always gonna go good.
Listen, it's not that I speak in an idealistic way. It's that I focus on risk mitigation.
Fear mongering. We want to know how to succeed.
But see, the fact that he said, I don't speak in an idealistic way, lets you know that he's not even listening to how other people are perceiving what he's saying.
Crazy, B.
Because it is idealistic.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're trying to argue that it ain't, bro. Oh, I'm trying to preserve, bro. Exactly. You trying to you ain't showing no preservation. You see what I'm saying? So everything is an idea because you ain't showing results.
And like I said, something as simple as, this bitch was bothering me last night. You don't got to show your girl. Like, do you have a relationship to speak of? Do you got to go get some goddamn chicken for the bitch to cook? What do you have to, like, brother? Shit is embarrassing, though. It's just a two-part embarrassment for me. Like, I think a brother like that should definitely have a bitch and be dominating the bitch and showcasing it. I know I would. If I had the money or whatever, where I could like really rub it in you niggas' faces, like Anton and shit.
Well, I ain't Anton, but I get lotion every morning, nigga.
Right. I'm just saying I would actually show these niggas. I would put my arm out and they would show a woman's hands, lotion in it.
like my boy Stevie Knight. They all hate Stevie Knight, bro. But his bitch be bringing him food in her bikini and shit, nigga. Like,
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's why I'm saying. They hate that shit. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
believe that. They hate. I believe these men hate any service that a man gets from a woman. I know it sounds stupid. I know. Because I believe niggas like MTR, Umar could have bitches serving them, really showing that male dominance. They got the bigger audience than me. At least Stevie Knight is showing male dominance, whoever the nigga is. You know? Brother, that's what we're into. Male dominance. Now, of course, I'm gonna whimper when my gladiator comes through. Don't get it fucked up. But it's still male dominance when we talk about dealing with women. He's talking about male dominance by not dealing with women, like Umar Johnson.
Risk mitigation. I know that it ain't no perfect, baby. I'm not perfect. All right. And I always say that on the channel, but boy, I say, this is a critical thinking channel, one of which I restore power to men and give clarity to women. And I utilize.
Restore power to men by doing what?
no, see, he said the second part. That's let you know where he really focused. I restore power to men and give clarity to women.
Why? Why would you do that? What's the benefit of giving clarity to the bitch?
Bruh, because bitches is on his channel.
So when hold on, when I see
he got a female audience.
When I see people like that, I say, well, why don't you hook these people up? Why don't you just be a matchmaker then? If you popping it like that, see black people succeed, you fake fuck.
This is a critical thinking channel, one of which I restore power to men and give clarity to women. And I utilize real life examples to be able to do so. And
what real life example? Where? Because believe me, as many people believe you are influencer from running your mouth, they would also capture that influence, you know, by trying to get a good relationship like you and dominate a bitch like you would be, right? Why you can't perform that for the players? That's my little nigga, man. That shit pissed me off. I like the little nigga, man. Pause. I just disappointed at the nigga. One of my main reasons is like I hate niggas that live like bitches, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you a smart person like a bitch, why wouldn't you want to reproduce and make another smart you? You got the money. What's the problem?
Bro, I think he lost a testicle, so it might be hard, bro.
It don't matter.
Pause.
It don't matter. That ain't stop him. He can still reproduce. This man don't want to. You understand me? And let's say that he can't.
Maybe he already got a kid and we just don't know.
I'm gonna disagree on that. Like, this is something that I always stay away from. I think one of MTR's biggest regrets is that he didn't make his daddy a granddaddy. You know? You know? So he got to have
I agree. Didn't his dad pass away?
Yeah, he got to have the same. He got to have the same second place prize that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, so his daddy saw him be successful, but he didn't give him a granddaddy. I gave my daddy a granddaddy, and me and MTR's in the same second place prize where at least we outlived our daddies. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good second place prize. So we was on, you know, I don't know if he as old as his daddy is, but I don't know. I was thinking about it the other day. I don't know exactly how old my daddy was when he died. I might be beat. I don't know if I'm beating him yet. I'm gonna have to ask around. I don't know how old a nigga was. You know, but my daddy definitely died early. And I believe I'm beating him. I believe that nigga died in his 40s. But I don't know. I wasn't, you know, fucking with him at the time. I know his birthday. I don't know what year though. What year was that? It could have been shit. Could have been 59. I don't know, but I know
Yeah, I
it's
think
both.
my dad was in his 60s when he went.
So you got a ways to go, pimping. My dad went early. Yeah. So let's do the math. Hold on. Let's do the math. Okay, I made my daddy a granddaddy, even though I wasn't fucking with him, but at least him and my little baby had a relationship. But he died when my baby was like goddamn 3 or 4. And my baby was born in 96. So if he was born, if he was no, not 96, 06. If he was born in 49, 59, and he died in about 06, how old would that make him? Say 59, and he died in 06.
Like 46.
Damn, that young? Shit, my grandmother was
Yeah,
born in
46,
31.
47.
Okay, his mother, I know her birth year. She was born in 31. So he might have been born in what, 49 or 59? And they had babies young.
She was born in 31.
He was the oldest.
So he was the oldest. You know how old she was when she gave him?
No.
When she had him?
I don't.
No.
I don't. I just know she was born in 31, March 29th.
So what? So at 20, you think if she had her first at 20, that would have made him 51.
It had to be before 20.
So yeah, he was in his 50s then.
Okay.
That would make your dad in his 50s.
Well, I don't got him. I don't got him yet. I'm gonna ask around though.
Yeah, you can probably Google the obituary.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that when I get off, man. I'm gonna find that shit out, man. Dang,
That a cost situation. There was just so much meat on that damn bone. I had to go off on that as much as what I could. But I appreciate.
Yeah, but the point of the story was MTR didn't make his daddy a granddaddy, and the reason I say he lived like a bitch, because sometimes you'll get into that zone like, damn, he fucked up his time to make a baby, you know.
Appreciate him acknowledging the things I'm saying as being correct or beneficial. I just think that we disagree into the value or the perception of the advice given because the L was suffered publicly. I mean, shit, even if you take a look at Fresh and Fit's platform, some of the biggest dramas that they've had from a PR, from a public relations perspective, had to do with women. Fresh dealing with the Asian escort whore. And similar to the Akash situation, Akash, through not selecting correctly, not only put his own career in jeopardy, but also his business relationships as well. The Flagrant podcast through his wife now will suffer to a degree. As men with things to lose, you have to be able to intelligently select a woman that lowers vulnerability, lowers risk with as much fervor as you put into creating whatever it is in your life that you don't want to lose. That's why.
How do you do that? That's what the brothers want to know. Not this blanketed statement bullshit. You said you bring clarity to bitches. Where are they? Hook those people up. Some weird fear-mongering shit. Speaking of fear-mongering, my gladiator's in person I fear. What do I fear? The eavesdropping. The try to break up the shit that I'm talking about. Mind your fucking business. So when that type of shit happens, I gotta shut down. I could come back and talk about ICE or something. But when we start talking about these gladiators in this box, don't want this bitch eavesdropping. So I'm gonna thank you niggas and I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't play those type of games, playing it close with this bitch. So I'm saying a lot now, bitch, because you know the bitch put cans to the door and shit like that.